Buenos dias, Gunnerz Collective TV. Back at it. You already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye. Bye. Stuttering. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to Gunnerz Collective TV. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. I appreciate all the support and I'm very humbled by it. So let me tell you guys a story. I got caught slipping. They got me. Not only did they get me once, but the fuckers got me twice, right? Hey, it happens in life in general. When you're gangbanging, when you're in the mix, it's to be expected. Not to say that I expected it on numerous occasions, but it's to be expected, right? So here's a secret. Well, it's not really a secret, but I guess I used to be an active gang member, right? I used to be striving for the Norteño cause. Now I'm wearing Los Angeles Angels hats and not giving a fuck. But at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, I was once a striver, meaning no one could tell me shit. I believe Norteños were victorious over everyone every time. Until I got my ass whipped on several occasions. And then I realized, well, they lied about that one, right? Look, in this situation, I'm going to tell you guys, it's about being incarcerated and not having full control. Now, when you get locked up, you lose all control. You lose your freedom. You lose your right to dictate your program. You might think that you get to make the ultimate decision whether you come in or out of that cell. But if they want to drag your ass out, they're going to drag your ass out. That's usually the way it works, right? In this case, I knew what time it was right at that point, but there was nothing I could do because the philosophies and how I was educated and indoctrinated into the gang, my fucking pride wouldn't let me say anything. Maybe I was in the wrong situation. Maybe I wasn't cut out for it. Maybe, just maybe, I should have said something. I should have been like, hey, nope, can't go in there. But I'm not Chito Ranas, okay, first and foremost. Shout out Chito Ranas, but I'm not going to tell people where I can and can't go. Oh, no, those Northerners over there, there's Southerners over there. You can't put me over there. No, I'm just going to go wherever the fuck they put me. On so many occasions, I did it and just get my ass whooped. Maybe possibly even scratched a little bit with a pico. You just never know. But I remember what happened in this situation. So, my life has taken me a lot of places, active and non-active. And I've been an active gang member out of state and I've been a non-active gang member out of state, right? Point blank period. At this point in time, man, I was living my best life as an active gang member, but I wasn't really pushing a narrative. I was out of state. I was living in Oregon, right? I was around family. There was no room to gangbang unless the opposition was in my presence. And then I would flex up a little bit. I'd throw on the red hats. I'd throw on the red t-shirts. And I'd let everybody know, man, I wasn't no sucker, no punk. This is what I was representing. I was going to stand on it. You're supposed to. That's what I was taught. But it wasn't like I was aggressively out there hunting people, looking for opposition. If I ran into a Southsider at a restaurant, if he was at Denny's and he wanted to get the Grand Slam, he got the Grand Slam, right? If I was at McDonald's and a motherfucker ran into the Big Mac, then he got chicken nuggeted. That's just how that was. There was a few times, right? I got chicken nuggeted. Hit it with the barbecue sauce, it's all good. Anyways, this is how it went down. I was up in Oregon, man, just doing my thing, not really gang banging like that, but still in good standings. That's what you can't really say active. You got to say good standings because I wasn't out there fully activated. I wasn't out there fucking looking for people to hunt or hurting people or gang banging or wearing a red paño out of my pocket. None of that. I'd wear whatever color I choose to wear that day. I'd represent how I represented, but I wasn't actively pursuing people to fight with or gang bang against because, first of all, it was not my backyard, wasn't my hometown, and I wasn't going to win out of represent. And truly, I was by myself. I didn't have no homeboys, didn't have none, so I was on my own-some and my lonesome dove, and I was just out there doing it. So I get caught up. I remember that particular day, I'm chilling with this chick, man, and we were going to her pad. And I'm not going to lie, up until that point, man, I was a dirty player in the game. I had no license, no insurance. How I even had a fucking vehicle, I don't even know how I came up with it, right? Bought it off Craigslist for $250, but I had a bullshit ass beater. Hey, been pulled over a few different times and the cops gave me a slap on the wrist and let me go talking about, hey, I got to go to work, man. I bullshit them. finagled them, manipulated. So anyways, this day I get pulled over with this fine ass chick. And I guess I was so mesmerized by what she had working right here that I wasn't paying attention to the road. So I was swerving, tripping on some of that cherry flavored bourbon. We had been sipping or whatever. And I get pulled up by the state police. They blurt me. They got me, right? And I remember this particular time because she knew, I had lied to her. I gave her a different name. I was one of those old school players, Hey, my name was always Anthony. I always gave him a fake name. I didn't want the chicks to know my real name. I was a cold player. Anyways, so she doesn't know my real name. And of course, the cops come, license, insurance. I don't have none of that. So I give them a fake name. They pull me up out of the car. She's tripping already. Like, hey, I thought your name was this. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Right? Just ride with me before you die with me. And then boom, they pull me out. The cops go talking to her. She's saying fucking all these different names I told her, which was my fault. I'm giving them different names. So automatically their antennas go up. They got me under suspicion. They pull up my real identity. Okay, there I am smiling with a state prison photo. So they already know I'm an ex-convict. They know it's all bad. They run my name and I have warrants back in Merced. Okay. I ask him, hey, what are the warrants for? I don't even know that person. It's me just like this, right? Tattoos, everything. And I'm like, no, that ain't me. That doesn't look like me. Oh, it sure does, motherfucker. You just was on a good one right here. That's why. So anyways, they take me to the county jail. Whatever. They're telling me I'm going to be transported county to county. Now, this was my second time. This had happened to me already previously before, almost the same exact story. I was with the chick riding, bam, they transported me and an Asian cat from MOD. He had got caught with a gun case. He was from my city, so they were taking us both to Merced County. That was neither here nor there. That is what it was, right? And I ended up getting out on that case. It's a trip. Anyways, so I'm sitting there like, okay, I've done this trip before. So the cop's like, hey, it's going to be a transport, interstate compact, and it's going to go from county to county to county. Now, I get arrested out of Washington County. Washington County was known to be Southsider heavy, meaning there was a gang of Southerners, gang of them, right? More than I even thought. So they booked me into the county jail. Once they take me into the county jail, they take my shirt off. They're taking pictures of me. The gang task force, they're all mesmerized by my tattoos. Back then, I had a big Belga bird on my stomach, Merced, all kinds of Norteño fucking shit going on, XIV across the chest. Tattoos that subsequently I no longer have. Now I got a whole bunch of work. You can't really see it, kind of blends in. A lot of it's covered, whatever, right? But they seen it, and so they're like, oh, this is a Northerner, he's a Norteño. So they immediately segregate me. They put me in my own cell, and I'm thinking this is the way they're going to do it the whole time. I'm only going to be here for however long it takes for them to come swoop me up, and then they're going to take me from place to place, spot to spot. They did, but not until I got my ass whooped a couple times. So it's chow time. And this cop, he's a Mexicano. He comes by and he's like, hey, chow. So I'm like, all right, cool. They give me this fucking plastic tray and same old county jail shit that I'm used to. More butter than anything, right? And I'm just looking at it. The fucking tray looks disgusting, but I'm fucking starving. So I'm grubbing. And they bring a black dude into my cell. And he's waiting on transport too. So we're chopping up. He's cool. He's a Crip. He's like, hey, what's up, Kaz? Yeah, on Crip. They're going to transfer me here and there. Whatever. We're chopping it up. He's like, man, you going to eat that butter? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to eat that butter. Right, motherfucker? We're in county jail. The struggle's real. So we're eating and doing our thing. And they bring in two Southsiders. Okay. Immediately, you can't miss the fucking 13s on their face. There's no misidentifying these guys. So, of course, I'm not going to immediately, I got to rush them. I'm going to wait for them to handle their business. Like, I'm not in no position. There's two of them. One of them's hella big. And there's just me, skinny old ass motherfucker that thinks he's a player, right? So I'm smashing my spinach as fast as I can. These guys come walking in with their trays, right? So they're not even paying attention. They're chopping up their crimies. They're eating. Now, everybody's going on transport together. Okay, so automatically that means I'm going to be on a transport bus with this black dude, the Grinch who stole Christmas, and a couple Southsiders. We're all going to be together, a whole gaggle of us. It's my posse's on Broadway, right? It's not going to be a good look because these Southerners don't know anything about me yet. So immediately after they're eating, they're chopping it up, and then they're in the corner. I'm over here like, fuck, all I got is a roll of toilet paper. Like, I'm going to hit them with the toilet paper. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to Charmin these motherfuckers to death. And one of them hits me up. Hey, Esse, where you from, Esse? And I was like, no. Well, see, where I'm from is, right? I was like, Norte. What's up, Esse? They rushed me. Boom, boom, boom. Wherever you are, black man, I owe you one. right? Because that black dude starts pulling him off me. Nah, cuz he a cool essay. He a cool essay. I'm like, oh man, right? And whatever. They're jumping on me. They beat the holy hell out of me, man. They're stomping me out. I should have got off first. That was a situation where I was stupid. I thought I was gonna be diplomatic, but my big old mouth and the big old end got me caught up. So they're jumping on me. Cops come snatch them up, mace us. I get maced more, and I'm the motherfucking victim. Anyways, it is what it is, right? They separate them. That Mexican cop comes. He's like, oh, no, this is a Norteño, man. We got to keep him segregated. I'm refusing to be fucking going out like a punk. Like, no, you're not going to segregate me. You're going to segregate them. Fuck that, right? So they end up taking the two Southsiders out. They leave me with the black dude. Black dude's pissed because now I'm maced, right? He didn't get to finish his spinach, so he's upset. Food everywhere. Hey, this motherfucker's scraping up the Southsiders' food off the ground. True stories. So whatever. The cop's like, the Mexican cop's cool, though. He's like, hey, bro, they're not going to be on your same transport. Hey, that was a rookie cop. He didn't know he was putting you guys together. I told him to keep you guys separated, whatever. I'm like, it is what it is, man. I'm like, I'm not talking because it is what it is. They fucked me up pretty good. So now we're in a transport bus. The cop said we weren't going to be together. Well, that means they're going to sit in the back and I'm going to sit towards the front. So you sit where they're going to seat you, right? So they sit me down. The black dude sitting right there. There's a couple other people we pick up from the next county jails. Now, we're not going exactly from every county to county jail, but we're going to hit a lot of them. So I'm thinking, fuck these dudes. I'm going to get my run backs. I'm going to at least smash one of them. Being that I'm in the front, I have the opportunity to get uncuffed first. Then they're going to, this is what I was thinking, right? I'm going to get my run backs. Ain't no way they're going to leave me leaking like that, looking like a clone malfunctioning. Ain't no way, right? So we pull up to the next county jail, which is Lane County, which is Eugene, Oregon, where the Oregon Ducks play, right? And now I have to worry about who they're going to place me with in there. And the gang of woods over there, brother, right? They put me in a wood cell. I was wooded out the game. I was good, brother. I just blended in. Where are you from? I was like, I'm a wood. So as soon as we get off the bus, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get off. They start bringing them off too, and the cops start taking all the handcuffs off at the same time. So right when I'm like, hurry, because I'm going to make my move, black cop comes out. He tells me, the black dude, come here. And he separates us. He puts the black dude in a cell by himself, and he puts me with like 3 woods. And these were like the woodiest woods of all wood time, right? These guys were straight, like they came straight from hunting deer. One of them had an antler in his back pocket. He was like straight hillbilly wood. He's like, hey, what's up, brother? Hey, what are you in here for? I said, I'm on transport, bro. I'm going to California. They take the Southsiders before I can get to them. They moved them into their own cell with all the paisas and Mexicanos. So they got me all fucking over here with the white people, right? And they got these guys. And I'm feeling stupid because I want to be around the raza too. But I guess because I'm a northerner, I just don't fit that description. Whatever. And then all the people out there that are like, oh, you guys act like you're black. Well, they took the black over there too. They put me with the woods. So I'm chilling with the woods and I'm telling you, yeah, them dudes jumped me, man, in the county jail. I'm trying to get to them. They're like, oh, brother, these dudes are not here, brother. Yeah, no, you don't want that here. They'll whip your ass here, bro. Right? So, of course, we sit there for a day. Next day, same thing. They come in the morning. They put us in paper suits, give us breakfast. It's time to transport again. So this time we're in a small van, right? But there's a divider. So they put the Southsiders in the back behind the divider, me and the black dude, and we're taking one white dude with us, one of those woods. He was going on transport too. He was from San Diego. I'll never forget. And so we're sitting down, and I'm chopping it up with them. And the Southsiders keep saying, Buster, Chapete. Like they keep woofing. I'm like, oh, just wait. I'm going to get one of you. Maybe not both of you, but I'm going to get one of you. Well, we pull up to a county called Medford, or we're in a city called Medford, County Jail. What I didn't know that I know now was there's Southsiders there too. And I was about to find out that, no, I was not going to get one. 3 of them were going to get me again. So immediately they take me off first. They take the black dude off. They take the white dude off. They put us in a cell. So I'm thinking, okay, they're going to keep us together. The wood's looking at the black dude like, brother, we're not in state custody yet, so we're not going to play that black-white thing. The Crip's like, man, I'll beat your white ass. Stop. Shut up. Right? So we're kicking back, doing our thing, and the door pops, and they bring in 3 Southsiders. Where this mysterious motherfucking crazy one came from, bald with 1 horn on his head, I don't know. But as soon as that cell popped, the motherfucking fat dude squeezed through that motherfucker. These dudes were on me again. Hey, shout out to the wood for throwing them with me. The wood was throwing. I don't care about Southsiders, brother. You guys burned me and fucked my old lady. Right? We're fighting. Boom, 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 boom. They're stomping me out again, man. This fucking crazy one they had, he was on me. He wouldn't stop. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh shit. I'm doing right? They fucked me up again. So now I'm really mad. Black dude's like, man, I ain't gonna lie. SA's tearing your ass up. I'm like, I know. They take them, they put them in their own cell, which they should have done that shit in the fucking first place. I get tired of it. And hey, believe me, all you hardcore active gang members out there, you youngsters that have never been anywhere, let me tell you what was going through my mind. Help! I wanted help. I wanted to tell the cops, hey, man, is this every other fucking day I'm going to get my ass whipped, or was this how it's going to go? I'm going to get my ass whipped the whole trip. Southsiders going to fuck me up the whole time. Well, this is what happens. We're sitting there, and because of this situation, the captain comes down. He talks to the Southerners, comes down, talks to me. They're like, what happened? Nothing, man, right? I don't know. I don't know what it is. They take pictures of us, see our tattoos, and he's like, hey, these guys are North and South. We're going to keep the Southerners here. We're going to keep this guy in a different transport. So, bam. So now it's me and the black dude. The white guy, they transfer him with the Southerners, which was crazy because he helped me against the Southerners. So he's in a world of hurt at that point, right? So they transfer him with them. They actually leave the day before me. I'm still sitting there with the black dude. He's like, man, cuz, because of your punk ass, right? And we still here. He was cool as fuck, though. I'm like, nah, bro, it's just, you know how it is, man. He was like, why y'all SAs fight all the time anyways? It's stupid. He's like, if they brought a blood right here, we'd be cool as shit. Black is black. I said, yeah, but brown, unfortunately, is not brown. Brown is blue and red, and it's fucking stupid, too. Believe me, I know. You know, I mean, I'm active, but I'm getting it now because my eye is starting to twitch, right? So I'm getting it. So now I'm thinking, okay, that's behind me. I'm away from the Southerners. It was fucking cold-blooded. Every time we pulled up anywhere, these fools disrespected me. They were trying to spit on me. It was just fucked up, you know? Raza on raza violence. So now, trip out, right? We're kicking it. I'm with the black dude. Now I'm high powered now. I'm telling North. I'm singing songs. XIV to eternity. Generations of the United North. I think I'm hard, right? Nope. I'm not hard. We pull up to Redding, California. It's on the border, right? I'm thinking, yeah, Northern California, man. I'm going to have some homies here. It's all good in the hood. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay, so as soon as we get there, they put me in a holding tank. And we're only going to be there for as long as it takes another bus to transfer us. And from there, we're going to go to Sacramento. And from Sacramento, we're going to go to Merced eventually, finally, right? And the cool part is I didn't even know what fucking my warrants were for. And they let me right out. It was nothing. But anyways, so I'm kicking back, right? And I'm just chilling, looking at him, the black dude, right? They put me in this fucking holding cell, man. And there's just a gang of Mexicanos. And I knew right then and there, man, the black dude looked at me. He was like, SA, a Northerner. I said, oh, this motherfucker turned on me, right? He was like, fuck it, cuz. I'm like, fuck you, cuz, right? Let me tell you what happened. They were all paisas except for one. Okay? You could tell. He was in the back, so the paisa was like, hey, ¿qué pasó? And I'm like, what's up with you guys? Aquí nomás, right? Posteando. They're kicking it. And I'm like, all right, all right. And I see one dude, he's in the back. He's bald. He's trying to blend in. And I already know. And I'm like, guard! The wind's about to blow in this motherfucker, right? I'm going to take all my frustration out on this dude. So I walk up to him like, hey, where you from, bro? And he won't talk to me. I said, hey, where you from? He's like, Kamasure. Yo, right, I'm on him. It's time for me to get XIV to eternity. Whooping! I'm getting my super norteño on, right? I got mines. I'm fucking kicking the shit out of this dude. The paisa says, ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? I want to, stupid. Right? So I'm fucking this dude up. I get mines. Or do I? One never knows, does one. Cops come in, whip my ass a little bit, mace me, drag me out. They leave me there for 2 weeks in a hole. Well, it's not really a hole. It's like just in front of the county jail. I'm sitting there and I said, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know if I'm going to be charged. I don't know. It's just gangbanging, right? You never know. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm secure. I'm stable. I got my run backs. I feel good. Like, man, this time I'm not. That fool left like that. I was trying to break his jaw. Stupid stuff. Gangbanging, right? So now let's fast forward to years later. I ended up going to Merced County and gang of homies, whatever. I'm telling them, they're like, damn, fool, you got bruises all over your body, man. That's the Southern exposure. They got me. And everything's good, right? I ended up having an old school warrant, slap on the wrist, in and out. Bam. I'm in Merced for a little while, wiggling. I ended up saying, I got to go back because all my shit where I lived was out in Oregon at the time, right? I was staying in P-Town, which is Portland at the time with family. So I wiggle back out there. Okay, I'm out there. And you got to understand, I was in the county jail. So all this process is taking about a month. So now it's about 3 months later. And I'm wiggling downtown Portland, right? And downtown got a bunch of like homeless people. And you know, I don't know, man, but they have this thing called Cinco de Mayo, which is coming up. It's the reason I wanted to tell the story. They always have something over there. They have like it's like a festival. They have like a parade or whatever they have, right? And so I'm like with this other chick. I meet this white chick. She's bad too. Okay, if you ever see me, what's happening? But I see her. I mean, we're together, and she was like, "Hey, let's go to this. It's like a Cinco de Mayo thing." Now, I wasn't thinking Cinco de Mayo means more than Cinco Mexicanos. It means there's gonna be a gang of Mexican Chicanos, gang members, right? I'm not tripping. I got a red hat with the Huelga bird, says Northern California. I'm like, let's go. Look, let me tell you the way this world works. The last person on earth you want to see is the first person you're going to wake up to, right? It's the first person you're going to see. We're playing for our little tickets. We walk into this motherfucker. I see a sea of blue. It's nothing but Sioux gang, right? Sioux gang. I'm like, oh, hell no. I turn my hat backwards, for defense purposes. And I'm looking around like, oh, no, we didn't. This chick is like, come on, let's go get a fucking corn dog, bitch. Just because you like dog, right, doesn't mean that I'm going to get cornballed in this motherfucker. I'm cool, right? I want to do an about face. I want to take preventative measures. I want to go home, right? Man, this chick drugged my arm. I walked in, and the first person I seen was the big dude that was on transport with me. How he made it all the way to fucking LA and back before I did, I have no idea, because I listened to the conversation. That's where them dudes were going. How the fuck he beat his case? He must have been lawyered up. I don't know, but he sees me. His eyes get big. My eyes starts twitching, right? It gets lazy all of a sudden. And if I didn't get rushed by about 100 Southsiders, they were molly-whopping me, dragging me all around. Right? See this right here? See this right here? This indentation right here? It's right by the 14. That's not from when I got stabbed. That's called Ferris wheel. That's when they hit my head on the Ferris wheel, right? Oh, man. Even after all that, security broke it up, snatched me up. I can't even talk. I go home and shit, man. What about first thing I just got in the mirror? I'm like, I'm leaking. I'm fucked up. I'm still north there on mine. Hey, I guess I didn't learn my lesson. Gang banging was for the birds, not the Huelga, right? It seems like I was always outnumbered. That was the pattern of my life as a northerner, man. There was never any homeboys around me. I always went to yards by myself and shit. It just was fucked up, right? So that's what happened, man. The Southerners got me. And it's cool because nowadays I'm very cool. I respect them, though. I respect them. They were gangbanging. They were handling their business. I understood what it entailed. It was all business, nothing personal. Man, that big dude hit me so hard. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is not because my back or because I'm getting old. First thing I say is, ouch, because I remember him slamming my fucking head onto one of those fucking Ferris wheels, and it was actually a donkey. You know how they have those? They're not Ferris wheels. They're merry-go-rounds. It's a merry-go-round head. They have different animals. They had like a tiger, a dragon. It was a fucking donkey. This was beating my head on a fucking jackass. Das. Anyways, true stories. It happened. Thank God it doesn't happen anymore. I got a lot more stories. I got some where I won. We'll be getting to those pretty soon. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the story. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. Sioux gang, they got me. But I don't give a fuck. I got that one, though. Toe his ass up. Bang, bang.